What sports team is hated by people with beards? What sports team is hated by people with beards? You give up?
How much time do we have?
Not enough.
Okay, I think I give up.
The LA Clippers.
This is Doug, and you're watching Roller Skate Stories.
Our guest today, Kurl Carl. We're going to explain the name, but it was a fun episode. It was recorded quite a while back, and it's interesting because we asked him what his favorite rink was. He skated at rinks all over the place, by the way, but he said just give him a wood floor. And we kept talking and talking, and I finally realized we recorded that interview before Great Skate had a wood floor. So we didn't even think about Great Skate having a wood floor.
Kurl, just to let you know, I had no idea he was going to do your introduction with a joke. I think I should have done your introduction. Kurl is an amazing skater. He's so energetic. He's unapologetically tall.
Yes.
And he just jams out every time he puts his skates on. And I love it. Like his personality, his persona, his charisma, dude, like shout out to him because I learned so much from him just following him through his adventures. I call it Adventures of Kurl, the beard edition. I grew a beard because of him for this episode.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so.
That'll be fun.
You have to watch to see it.
Check it out. All right, welcome back to another Roller Skate Stories. We are here with Kurl/Carl.
That's correct.
So thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, it's great having you. Thanks for coming in. What?
I have a question really quick.
What is your question?
Do you have any pointers to maintain this? Because I'm loving what you're doing.
To maintain that?
I'm loving what you're doing.
I've got one pointer. Grow a real one.
Ooh, that hurt.
No, I have lots of beard care tips. It's a whole huge part of my life. If you want to do an interview on that, I'm sure we could talk for a while.
I feel like we just launched another website right there.
I could talk a long time. I could talk probably just as long about roller skating as I do about beards.
Kurl's Beard
tips for roller skaters?
How do I look?
You look good though. It looks nice. Like it's flowy, it's groomed, it's sitting well. Oh yeah.
Love it. All right. So back to the interview.
Back to the end. I don't know how we can be serious at this point.
Oh my.
We'll just have to ignore him. So, Kurl/Carl. Karl/Kurl. Tell me about that. Tell me about the nickname real quick.
The nickname came in my early 20s. I was in Southern California. I was living with some roommates, pretending to go to college kind of a thing. And the neighbor's voice was so deep when he said Carl, it came out Kurl.
Ah.
And I had never had a nickname. So I was like, it's mine. I'm taking it. No one can take it from me. I don't care what anybody thinks.
And now I like how it flows, Kurl Saxton.
Yeah, just a nice Kurl Saxton. So it's my nickname. A lot of people call me that, but professionally, I go by Carl.
Do you play the saxophones by chance?
I do not. I have no musical talent whatsoever. I was gifted with a little bit of athletic talent, and that's about it.
He roller skates. He doesn't need to play an instrument.
You have a whole facial hair of talent.
True. Thank you.
I'm still trying to keep up. We'll work on it.
But yeah, that nickname came from a neighbor.
Awesome.
Actually, that is the story.
All right. So let's move on, or let's move backwards. So you're an awesome, phenomenal skater, but when did you start?
My skating started in junior high in like 88, 89. My oldest brother, we had a rink in Northern California where I grew up. And my older brother worked there. And so we started going. And then he eventually didn't work there any longer, but me and my twin brother, we kept going. So we skated for about 2 to 3 years from junior high to about freshman, sophomore in high school. And then it just kind of went downhill from there. Like as far as like the scene, the whole deal, like roller skating kind of just disappeared. The rink closed down.
Okay, yeah.
And then in 2012, so that's like 1991, 90, right when I stopped. And I'm a freshman in high school or something like that. In 2012, now I'm like 30 something. And my daughter, who's like 6 or so at the time, gets invited to a roller skating party out in Surprise. I'm now living in Arizona. I put on the brownies, started to do my laps, and it just all flooded back.
Yeah.
And I remembered, we called it rexing, the shuffle skating. Me and my brother, we would rex and do the dances, and it just all came back. And that was February of 2012. My birthday is in April, and I had new skates in April of 2012. So it was, yeah, so I've been skating for 11 years. Took a break in 2019, right before COVID hit, which was really interesting because I came back when the rinks opened back up, and I went, like, who are all these people out here? Because I was part of the toe stoppers and the skatecations and all those things that we used to do out here. So that's my journey up until now, yeah.
Very cool. So I see you in the middle of the lot doing your dance stuff, and I see you skating around. Which do you like better? Oh,
I'm really starting to like the middle work and the slower skate around the outside. I was an outside skater my whole career. As far as like career skating, it's a stupid thing to say, my career. But the whole time I've been skating, I was an outside skater. It's actually only been within the past maybe year, or maybe a little bit longer, that I started to focus on the inside to help me improve the outside. But I found I really enjoy the jam skating, the dance skating. I really enjoy the slower skate and the different twists and moves. And so I think I would say I like that better than going fast around the rink.
Yeah. Well, I even saw you coaching someone the other day.
That's new. Somebody recently asked me to help them with their skating. And so I said, sure. I'm a trainer by job. I'm a corporate trainer focusing on like leadership stuff. And so training people kind of comes natural to me. And so when she asked, it was the first time I've ever been asked, because I see other people skate and I'm like, theirs are way better than me. So yeah, it was a pleasure. I really actually enjoyed it. I didn't think I would enjoy it that much. But now I've had a few people come and ask, and
sure,
I'm liking it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Speaking of liking it, what do you love about skating?
I think there's a freedom. There's so many different styles, and you can pick whichever one you want, and you can mix and match all of them. I played a lot of basketball, so I'm in my late 40s, and my knees and my feet don't work like they used to, so I can't take the basketball pounding.
Yeah.
And so for me, skating actually provides that escape that basketball used to provide. And you're shaking your head because you play. I don't know if you used to play or not, but there's this release when you play sports and
Yes.
and you lose everything in the world. And to me, skating is that. It's the freedom, and it's the everything in the world disappears, and I'm with my community and I'm with the music, and there's this opportunity just to lose myself. And not have a care in the world.
Yep.
Also, when I don't want to skate, it's all about cardio.
That's what it is for me.
Cardio work. That's that. Yeah.
Very cool. What kind of skates do you use?
I have currently vanilla. I don't know. Is it vanilla or VNLA? I don't know the proper way to do that.
I've heard of say vanilla. Yeah.
I have the Godfathers.
Those are beautiful.
The boots with All American Dreams, whatever trucks and plate they put on it, because I ordered from the website and I just put my skate together. For 10 years though prior, from 2012 to 2022, yeah, 2022, because it's been almost 2 years I've had the skates. I wore a low top jam skate boot from Rydell with the Velcro cover I got back in April of 2012. They lasted me 10 years.
Yeah.
The only modification I did was switch to rollerbone wheels.
Okay.
But I love the Godfathers. My skating, when I switched to a heel boot for the middle work and the stuff you've worked on with me before, when I switched to that heel boot, everything changed. The moment I stepped on the rink, I could feel the difference. Everything went, and my skating in the past year and a half has gone boom, and I think it's because of I got the style of skate to match the style of skating.
Elaborate on that a little bit. You said everything changed. How did it change?
I felt like I just had more I was in the right position, so the heel puts you up in a better forward, like balancing position. I also started to care more, so I started to ask people questions about how they move. I started to say, what boot should I get if I'm looking to do certain things, and everybody said, if you want to do that middle work, the dance skate, the jam skate boots are great, but that heel really provides more balance.
Interesting.
Than the lower top wheel. That's what I just was told. That's what I researched, and that was really the only thing.
Yeah.
That was really the only thing. I just felt more at ease doing all the twisting and the pivoting and all that.
Okay. Now, did I ever see you in sliders?
No. I have thought about that, but again, I'm almost 50 and I can't take the fall.
Yeah.
I had a bruise. I fell one time and had a bruise for a month the side of California on the side of my leg. Like,
if you fall, I don't know what your height is, but it's like 6 what?
I'm 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, so if you fall, there's a long way to go.
And I had 3 inches in the skates.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's I joke with people too. I say, I'm 47. Doing the spins, that's great, but I get really motion sickness now, and I'm afraid of falling, and and I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to stick to what I know. I think I do well in staying in my lane, but yeah, I think like we were talking about with the boot, I think that has really helped my skating. Not in addition to me caring about wanting to improve.
So now, with your history and your career now, where is the favorite place for you to skate?
Where do I like to skate?
Yeah, where's your favorite place?
Wood floor. Give me a wood floor. So I've only been to I've been to a couple national skating events. I've been to the Roundup in Houston this past year.
There we go.
But I'll do overnight, I'm talking overnight trips to Vegas on their late skates for Friday nights. I will leave Phoenix at like 2 o'clock, drive up, grab dinner and a beer or something, skate from 11 to 2 a.m., hop in the car and drive back to Phoenix. Because they're late floor. Skate, they're wood floor.
Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about driving to California in a couple of weeks to do a tour of wood floors. Like, give me a wood floor. The church we have here in Phoenix,
give him the spotlight.
It's the best rink because the wood floor gives you that slide that the other ones just don't give you. I do things on wood floors that I don't do on these floors.
Right.
Yeah, wood floors are
very well spoken. Very, very
wood
well
floors
spoken.
real. So I've skated the rink in Albuquerque that was used in Stranger Things. It's not a wood floor. It's at 5,000 feet, so the elevation is a little rough. And then I've skated Vegas. I've skated Chino Hills. I go down to Tucson for their Saturday late skates. Tucson is a really fun place to go skate. They got a good little skate community down in Tucson.
I need to connect with you.
That's kind of my goal. My goal is to wherever I go, I bring my skates.
Yeah.
I took a vacation this past summer with my
Sounds
family.
crazy, but I
and
can share that passion with you
Yeah.
deeply.
I used to bring a basketball. Now I bring my skates.
Makes sense. Yeah. Definitely. Why not?
So, but yeah, it's fun. I can't. It's skating. It's one of those things where you're like at night. I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I tell my wife this every Tuesday. It's like, oh, it's 7:30. Like I just worked all day. You're up at 5:36, 6:30, and then you're like, oh, it's time to go skating at 8:30 at night. And it's like, you just got to go, because once you get in the door and you hear, K Hammer right here spinning it, it's like,
Let's get it.
yeah,
Let's do it.
Again, it's
Turned Up Tuesday.
So it's Turned Up Tuesday. That's right.
Cool.
You talked about getting a different boot and how that helped you out as far as your skate style. How do you be creative and show your creativity? If it's just like your style of what you do to the music, or do you bedazzle your skates? Is it how you style your skates?
No, yeah, I do have like different color laces to be fun. I like the Godfathers because they have the bent over tongue. I thought I'm older, kind of OG style. But for me, the creativity just comes with what, I don't know how to explain the exact creativity. For me, it's just, I try to get into whatever, I tell people I try to find that clap on the beat, whether that's a couple of claps, and so you're hitting those steps, whether that's a single clap, but I try to find that beat I would clap to in church, right? Something like that. And when that's my creativity, because I'm not musically talented. I can't read music, I can't play music, I can't sing, I can communicate, but I can't do that. And so when I hear the music, and you'll see me actually going with my mouth to keep the beat and everything, I think that's a really tough question to ask. I'm probably elaborating too much, or tough question to answer, because for me the creativity just comes from what am I feeling in the moment of that music, and where are my legs taking me?
It's a full body experience.
Yeah, it really, really is. Yeah. And I have to credit all the other skaters at the rinks, because I don't come up with my own stuff. Marcus has taught me stuff before. I've learned stuff from Milton. I've learned stuff from Mama T. I've learned stuff from, sliders. I learned by just observing and watching people and trying to emulate. I tell people that ask me, if you're not stealing stuff from other skaters, you're not skating. Like, nobody's move is their move.
Right.
We're not old enough.
If I see that move and I like it. And so that's the thing I think I try to encourage people to do is find out what other people are doing that you like. And that's where I think my creativity also comes from, is I don't try to skate a specific style. I know there's JB, I know there's ATL, I know there's all these styles, and I just try to say I like all of that, and let's see how I can incorporate all that into anything that I'm doing.
That's unique that you're from Cali and you don't do sliders.
Well, I'm from Northern California, and I also started in the 80s.
Okay,
the late 80s was when I started skating, so I think that contributes to that.
It definitely adds to your dynamic.
Yeah, my first pair of skates was my oldest brother's hand-me-down high-top Rydell's, like figure dance skates. Yeah.
How many brothers do you have?
Oh, I have. We could get into some stuff here. I got a twin brother. I got a twin brother, 2 older brothers. Well, technically my twin's older than me, so 3 brothers. And then I got 4 sisters. 3 are adopted.
3 or 4.
I told you we could get into it. I got 4 sisters, 3 of them are adopted, 1 biological, and I have 3 brothers. There's 8 total kids.
So you had a blast growing up.
Growing up, yeah.
No
At 10 years, when I was 10, we started adopting special needs kids.
Okay.
And so I had, by the time I was 14, I had 3 additional siblings from 10 to 14.
Wow.
Okay, so that's unique. So I want to touch on that.
So we can get into a lot of stuff here.
Let's talk about adversity, like a tough time when you were going through your phases and you realized how important skating was, or it was a message that really helps you get back to where you needed to be.
Like skating itself, because I've been through bankruptcy, I've been through divorce, I've
what
been
did
through
you do
a
during
lot
that
of
time?
stuff.
Were you skating? Did skating help you?
Skating came skating came probably the year after I met my wife now. Mm-hmm. My wife now was probably the thing that kind of saved me. We met at the airport in Dallas.
Wow.
and so we met not thinking we were meeting anybody in 2011. I had just got laid off from my job. I had just filed bankruptcy. I had just gotten divorced. And I was doing all right, managing, kind of getting through all of that, as well as you can. Mm-hmm. And then I was traveling for work. I met my wife at the airport. We started dating for a year and a half, long distance from Nebraska to Arizona. And that really, I think, is what pulled me out
you
of,
back.
right, is that. And then after I met her, before she moved out here and before we were married, I also then discovered skating in 2012.
There you
Because
go.
we met in 11 and were married later in 2000. So I think the combination of her finding another hobby, because basketball was starting to get difficult in my
Yeah.
30s with my knees and my feet. So that probably pulled me out of that. I would say that was 10 or 12 years ago. We've
Does-
been married for 11 years
Does
now.
she like to skate?
She does, but the 2 or 3 times she's been, kids have taken her out, and so
no.
she's just like, I'm done.
Oh boy.
I feel so bad for her.
Those
It's like
public
legitimately, yeah. Because I have a teenager from a first marriage, so she has a stepdaughter, I have a daughter, and then we also have a little one who skates. So both my daughters skate.
I see you out there. With
Yeah,
the family. I
right.
love
So
it.
both
I
my
love
daughters skate. My daughter and I love the first Fridays for the Ivory House at
Yes.
the church. So she'll come to watch, but we're okay with her not skating anymore. It's not her.
Yeah.
It just seems to be she attracts
Bad luck, huh?
these kids who,
Contact on the
and just
skating floor.
oh man,
what you don't
It can happen.
she's had to do some work at the chiropractor a couple of times
All
because
right.
of it.
And then since you have a unique upbringing and you're so diverse in your family, advice for future skaters or advice for yourself before you got into this?
The advice that I would give, because so this is going to sound weird. I'm socially introverted. Like I went to the rink for 10 years and met like 2 or 3 people. You know what I mean? So when I came back in 2020, I didn't meet people until probably 2021, 2020. Like and so my encouragement to skaters is, don't do what I did and get into the community, because I met all these people and it was like, oh my God, these people are so awesome. They're teaching me, they love me, they think I'm a good skater, I think they're good skaters. They're so encouraging, they're so supportive, and that's the majority of the community. What I always tell people is there's always going to be exceptions. So don't judge the community based off an exception.
Right.
Judge the community based off the majority.
Yep.
And to me, that's what I would tell people. Don't be afraid to ask. I think you're one of the first people I ever asked, like, hey, how do you do something? So don't be afraid to ask people for help. Don't be afraid to go up into the group that's in the middle and say hi, because that was one of I'm not going to be able to do the dances. I'm an outside skater. Get in there and be brave and talk to people. I didn't do that for years, and once I did, I think that's what also helped my skating. Was
Speaking
once
off of that,
once I integrated myself into the community, my skating also took off.
I think it's the height thing. Like a lot of people see my height and they're like, how do you do things being that tall?
Yeah.
And I think that was the easiest thing to relate to you because you're a tall person. So it's like you go through the same thing, and now that you have the same boot and the same setup, it's just like we're in the same setup.
I always feel like I had some balancing issues because of my height. Like, it'd be nice to have a little bit lower center of gravity, but I'll take it.
it looks smoother when you do it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. That's my other goal for a word of advice or whatever. Take it or leave it. Just whatever you're doing. Number one, know that when you start, you're not going to be good.
Yep.
And when you do get good, keep trying to be better.
Yeah.
Because that's my goal. I'm just trying to be better every time I go out there, whether it's a little tiny improvement I make or a major step I make. I'm just trying to get better every time I go out there and have some fun.
You go.
Good.
You go. Kurl.
Kurl. Thanks,
Kurl. Thank you. This is
Kurl
fun.
Saxton.
Thank you.
Spoken like a true professional in his career. Thank you for being a part of the skate community. Thank you for sitting down for this interview and sharing to the viewers.
And we'll
Thank
see
you.
you out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's
I'm looking
skate.
forward to it. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
Kurl Carl, what a great interview. Great guy, great skater, great beard. Lots of fun. So that was fun. Do you have anything to say? No?
I think we left it all in the episode.
Let it out
Yeah.
all on the skate floor.
Let's just.
But I was at Mesa the other night.
Uh-oh.
Guess who I ran into?
Kurl.
Usually he's there, but he wasn't there. No, Ed. Ed Trevina,
From Denver.
owner of Wagon Wheel Skate Center in Brighton, Colorado, as well as Rollerland in Fort Collins, Colorado. Good old Ed. And his wife, Mary. They were both there. See, they're down here visiting their snowbirds. You know, they come down here in the winter, go back in the
Oh,
summer.
he looks so good in his bucket hat.
He does.
Yeah.
Speaking of hats, he had a present for you and for me. Check it out. Check it out. So here we go. See what that says? It says Rollerland Skate Center. Compliments of Ed and Mary Trevina. And this is their Fort Collins rink in Fort Collins, Colorado.
This. Oh, we about to have some fun. Wait to him.
We got to go back to Wagon Wheel at some point. Get some more footage up there. Which I am looking forward to because I
And
grew
the
up in
only way
Colorado.
you'll be able to see that if you stay tuned, so you have to click the notification button.
Ooh, I like that segue. Smooth.
You know
Nice
what's next?
job. Coast to coast?
Hold on.
I'm holding.
I want to make an announcement.
Okay, what's this?
Drum roll. Ready? DJ K Hammer is going to make a return very soon.
DJ K Hammer coming back.
So we're going to have
Back in the saddle.
Turnt Up Tuesday.
It's going to be turned up again. Cool. So that's 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Tuesday nights.
Yep.
This night.
Yep.
Right now. Is he going to be here tonight?
No.
No. When's
No.
he going to be here?
I'll announce that next Tuesday.
Okay. Stay tuned.
They have to keep the notification button lit.
That was just a teaser,
Yes.
just to whet your appetite.
All right, and then Sunday,
Sunday, we
Great
got
Skate.
Great Skate, 11:30 or 11:30 to 8:30, 8:30 to 11:30.
Roger gonna say he's been working too
PM.
hard again.
I have.
I gotta change the teleprompter.
Well, I did change it.
You didn't read the last line first.
No, the last line is saved for the end.
Oh, so it doesn't count. until
Don't
the
give
end.
Roger a hard time.
So it doesn't count
We're not
until
there
the
yet.
end. Okay, yeah. So you give
Yeah,
Roger
it
a hard
counts
time
the
all the
whole
way.
time.
You give Roger a hard time all the way until the end.
No, we can give Marcus a hard time. Where were we?
Sunday.
Thursday nights.
Okay, yeah, Thursday nights.
Thursday nights.
Correct.
We had it wrong last week. I had to make a correction. We said Great Skate and Skateland Chandler because I think we're used to saying Skateland Chandler, but
I
it's
didn't say
Great
no
Skate
names.
and Skateland Mesa Thursday nights, 8:30 to 11:30.
Good job, Roger.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Instagram. You got to check out his Instagram. He's got a ton of stuff going on all the time. Lots of great skate footage.
You hear it here first. Okay. Once we reach 1,000 subscribers on Instagram, the only way you qualify to get free merch is if you go on YouTube and comment which one is your favorite episode, and you have to tag 3 friends in that episode.
Ooh, I like that. We're getting close. We're getting close. It's
And
like
then once
close
we
to
reach
700
1,000
at this point.
subscribers on YouTube,
Okay.
we'll also do a giveaway.
Okay. I like that. All right. Stay tuned.
Only way you know is you keep the notification button lit.
There you go. You can contact us at rollerskatestories@gmail.com. Visit our website, rollerskatestories.com. Merch. If you want some merch, send us an email. Or visit Skateland Chandler. They have our merch. You can pick it up there. I love that.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Sonya. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
How about Milton?
Thank you, Milton. Thank
Just
you.
for the fun of it. Who else? Everyone else. All the skaters. Great skaters.
B Dash, Real.
DJ K Hammer.
Yeah.
All right. I think we're out of here. Don't give Roger a hard time.
Give Roger an amazing time.
We'll see you next time on Roller Skate Stories.